Blood Knights. In this class concept, a Blood Knight is a mix between a Paladin tank and a Siphoning Warlock. They will be more tanky, but also need to drain their target for blood, or even themselves, to cast spells. I want to make the class play either really aggressive, but also sometimes defensive, as it'll be up to the player to choose how to act. So I hope you join me and enjoy this little class I've crafted, a class that'll probably never exist. Some lore. The Blood Knights are the champions of the Kingdom of Artima and the Bane of Mortality. They worship the greater deity Dizion, who's a giant heart chained to the roots of a tree. They use Blood Lightning as their main ability, as they have fused their older shamanistic roots with their newer faith of blood. I made a little lore video about the Blood Knights if you want to check that out also. Their gear will consist of heavy armor, obviously, plate and steel. And also their weapons will be an array between large swords, axes, maces, and lances, all designed to cause as much blood loss in their enemies as possible, and they won't be using any shields. Now for the abilities. The first ability being Blood Lightning. A Blood Knight has the ability to cast bolts of lightning infused with blood. This will be their trademark kind of spell. The second one being Siphoning Sanguine. They'll be able to rip the blood from their target and heal themselves in a short burst of window. This again is a sustained heal, but also kind of like a big damage as well, if they go for that. Ability number 3 would be Crimson Thunderstorm. The player will be able to summon a mighty blood thunderstorm in the area around them. This will cost a lot of blood, however, so the knight will either have to drain the blood from their target or themselves to cast this ability. Number 4 will be Conjure, Lord of Crimson. The player will be able to summon an avatar of the Lord of Life, Dizion. 2 pillars will spawn from the ground, and in the middle will be a chained heart. This will be Dizion, and he will drain the life force of all targets in the area, and also heal the Blood Knight for a percentage of health. Last 2 abilities I got is the Vanguard of Artima. This will count as a passive where you gain more health and defense with armor. And the last ability is called Erupting Veins. This will count as an execution for the Blood Knight and will cause them to explode with their own blood, causing massive damage to the target and in an AoE around them. But be warned, the Blood Knight will take a sizable amount of damage to themselves as they cast this ability, so use it wisely. So yeah, overall, and a bit of disclaimer, I am no game dev by any means, but these are some ideas I thought were cool for a class and some abilities fitting with the theme of blood in my story, Bane of Mortality. I hope you like this little concept idea I had, and I'll be making more lore videos, especially about the next coming up class, the Serpent Sages, so I hope you see that soon. Anyway, have a good one.